I understand that I'm probably having a lot of people cringe at this point due to the fact that this thing's on jack stands and I can do this with it. What's up, machines and machine freaks? I hope you guys are enjoying your day. Isn't life amazing in the fact that you learn every single day, or you can learn every single day? Last weekend you saw Jake, Seth, and I went down to a GNCC race. We definitely learned a lot. Now, one of the things I learned is, I'll explain this more later. Well, as you know, I want to race Crush. Now, when I went down there, I made it my mission to go ahead and see what the racers were doing there, and what kind of, roll cages were they doing, what kind of aftermarket suspension were they using, what kind of aftermarket, everything, right? What were the pros doing? If you want to succeed, do what the successful people do. Don't do what the unsuccessful people do. So I brushed up on that. Jake moved up a class. He raced Class C last year. This year he's racing Class B. I learned about UTVs. Jake learned that the B class is a little bit more rugged and a lot more challenging because you go from a 2-hour race to a 3-hour race with faster, better racers. And then Seth learned that you want to get your parts in and your bike together before the race starts. I believe the UTV champion for 2017 was Cody Miller. I definitely checked out his rig. I don't know if he won the last race or not. I was just filming this one deadly turn. But I noticed that he doesn't have the Fox shocks. He has aftermarket lower control arm. His radiator isn't here, it's in the back, and it's not the original. He obviously doesn't have a windshield. And they have a lot of things that I don't have, such as a fire extinguisher, a battery shutoff, nets like on the sides for your windows, and much more that we will get to in the future. What's up, Jake? Soda Snake?
What are you talking about?
Like learning in life. Life learning, like how you realize that the B class is so much. Oh man! We gotta get a shot of this. Buddy, do you have the same idea as I got? He's got his right hand screwed up. I got my left hand screwed up. He's got a brace and I got a brace. Okay, so what I learned, remember when we cheated on that one chemistry test and the teacher's like, yeah, teacher caught us. Yeah. What did we get on that test? I think you got like a 93 and I got like a 96. Somehow I remember I got a point higher than you and I copied your test.
Okay, I don't know. What are you getting at?
Okay, so what I'm getting at is that chemistry teacher was like, you use it or you lose it. So that's why when I came home, I took off the ace bandage that the doctor gave me, and I'm just like, you use it or you lose it. But that was September 3rd. It is now. So that science didn't really work. So now we're going with Jason, the guy who helps us work on Crush. The guy that helps us work on Crush said that you don't want to use it. So that's why we have Team Cripple. And that's another thing that we learned on the way back from the races.
I learned that I can't really race until my freaking wrist heals up because it hurts every freaking time you start riding hard. I go over the moguls fast, bends it up, like flexes it like this. And it hurts like a son of a gun and I end up slowing down because of it. So.
I know what you're going through. See, I think Jake has karma because I think he picked on me a little too much when I hurt my wrist, and then, what do you know?
Maybe.
Seth's gonna screw up both wrists. Remember that day?
Yeah.
I got the new clutches in for Crush, and they're soaking right now. Here's my pressure plate. They even sent lubricant with it, but I'm not going to use it on Crush. Crush is fully synthetic now. I have the plate soaking in here.
So you'll be able to put it in later tonight?
Yep.
And then ride it tomorrow?
Yep.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I packed in there. You could have been growing trees by the end of summer. What kind of dirt was this guy racing in here?
Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? races was they go fast. And when you go fast, you need to stop fast. Danny's here. I'm taking the tires off, inspecting the brake pads, the rotors. I don't know if the rotors are warped or not. I just want to make sure on our first ride we don't crash into a tree due to the brakes. Is that Dan the man? Man, every time you come here you look spiffier and spiffier. I'm going to put the tires on Crush in just a second, but before we do that, I want to thank a couple of you that made this 3D Machines production possible. Angelo R, Vicky T, Jane S, Shauna S, Jennifer F. We got a lot of chick machine freaks. I appreciate that. Thanks you guys. If you want to potentially be on a 3D Machines production, go to machineworks.com. I understand that I'm probably having a lot of people cringe at this point due to the fact that this thing's on jack stands and I can do this with it. And also I'm sure I have some UTV racers that are like, Crush ain't ready to race. Well, that's okay. You can have your judgments. One thing's for sure, it's gonna happen. The race thing, not Crush falling. With absolutely zero roll cage experience, I think I already understand it, and I didn't even pass this class in school, but I guess I did. I just didn't do the best in it. I already discovered how to find the angles on this. Who would have thought that a fast food bag would have helped me figure out the fabrication on this? I wouldn't have. That's gonna have to do it for Crush and I. I will install the clutch tomorrow. We will take it for a rip tomorrow. I'll put the tires on it. We won't get the rock rails done, but who cares? First ride. If you like what we do here, stop by machinemerch.com. Get yourself some apparel, hats, sweatshirts, t-shirts. We got it all. And if your piggy bank won't allow you to do that, hit the like button. I would appreciate it. Until next time, 3D Machines out.